Here we are at the Prepared for Nothing podcast again, where Connor doesn't have his mic ready this time. I'm just going to start here while he tries to get this figured out, because I got some shit I got to say. Is your shit on?
Yeah, it should be.
Is your mic on?
It doesn't have like a button or anything. So it should just come on.
This is great. And now my dog's trying to break in the door to the studio room, too. It's kind of, oh, God, he did it.
He got in.
He got in.
Okay, I got it.
All right, you guys.
All right. I'm picking up.
Meet the third member of our podcast today because the other one didn't show up. Again. Hey, Shaq, bud, you got to go out. Oh, Lord. This is great. Fuck yeah, start. Will you shut that door? You might have to actually kind of...
I don't need these, so
Sorry, dude. All these doors, like, barely shut. All right. Try number 2.
And he's back.
Oh, my God.
He's upset that we closed the door.
I love this. I love this.
He thought something new was in here.
All right. We're going to do this again. Dad gut. Jack.
And Monsieur Jack. It is your time to live, Monsieur Jack.
You made your money.
I'll leave it there, cheese.
Come on, dude. Here at the Prepared for Nothing podcast, we are always ready when we start the episode. We are never late.
Never.
The person who's most on time, and I want to thank him today, is
You. You're always here.
Yeah, I'm always late though. Let's be. Oh, who's that? I'm always late, but there is one person. Oh, he's coming finally. There we go.
Oh, finally.
God, we're talking about our good buddy J Baby. I've been calling him. We're gonna start without him again.
We've already started.
Me. So we're starting without him, but he's gonna jump in here like a foolio.
It's the easiest way to get a hold of him.
What's that?
It's just the easiest way to do it sometimes.
Yeah, just us start, and we'll sit here and bullshit.
Yeah, playing it, and he just shows up.
Yeah, I also like that Chandler, that you've been hired back on the show.
Chandler? I think that one went over my head. I wasn't ready for that one.
One day, my friend.
One day.
One day.
If this is a Friends reference, I won't get it.
One day. No, it's not.
Good. Did you see they did that?
Remember how, like, one time me and you were recording episodes without Junaid? And then when you were on vacation, me and him were recording some dumb shit?
Yeah.
You might have gotten fired.
Uh-huh.
For a few days.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
I really hope you guys appreciate me drinking in the mic right there.
Yeah, you never uploaded those episodes.
I know, I need to. I have them on a file.
Because you told me about that when I went to upload, like, when I came back. I was accounting for the, 2 episodes when I was numbering them and stuff. And it's just like, oh.
I want to make a background. I want to make sure I have a background for the other one.
Okay.
This is a silly topic for right now. Fuck it. I'm going to jump in with something dumb until Jay Crazy gets in here. Dude, I think the GOAT of comedy just started the podcast. It's dropping, I think, probably even today.
Okay.
For our recording day.
Right. I couldn't remember. Was that I
The
know it?
Midnight Miracle.
Yeah,
I hate
but
to just be again promoting
well,
someone else's
not even
shit,
that.
but
Not even the name of it. It was the You have to pay for it, don't you?
I think so.
I'll give it a couple days. Oh, Junaid is here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I won't lie. It's one that like I'll kind of probably find the leaked clips and see if it's good enough.
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
beauty of podcasts is you can always watch them like delayed.
What's up?
He's
What's
good.
up, man?
Friend Junaid, how'd you be?
I'm good. I'm
Oh,
good,
you're
man.
right. You're right in time. Only like let's see. How late are you today? 6 minutes exactly.
Damn.
My baby's going through sleep
Not
regression.
bad. Oh, that's a fun stage in development.
You know, I think we gotta talk about this. You know, why you decided to have the baby before we decided to start a podcast.
I just decided to have.
Okay,
I
hold
just
up.
decided to have unprotected sex.
Yeah.
All right, but like you should have had the foresight to know, you know, quite a while ago that this shit was gonna happen. You couldn't have a little rugrat, you know,
Okay.
disrupting your time.
Hold up. You're pulling a dumb move right here.
Oh shit! What am I
You're
doing?
sitting down and you're asking the man, me or your girlfriend?
No. I'm not doing that at all.
Let me tell you guys
The
something.
man's suffering, man.
Please do, my friend.
Let me tell you something.
And then when he chooses his girlfriend, we're all gonna support him.
What are you telling us?
Oh. Hey, you guys did like a mic test and everything, right?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, ours are good or yours
I
not
don't
good.
know. You guys sound terrible to me.
You sound terrible to me,
Okay.
dude.
Yeah, I think I know what it is.
I'm just kidding. You don't sound terrible. I
'Cause-
just wanted to insult you back.
I had a weird issue with my mic at one point. How's that sound?
You guys all sound possessed.
Our connection's probably well.
Does this sound better? Do I need to take out the cartridge and blow on it like it's an N64?
I wonder if he's getting an echo.
It's not an echo. It's like everybody's voice is raspy and from The Exorcist. You know that scene from The Exorcist?
Ah, yeah, I know what he's talking about. We just sound tired.
Yeah. So, are we
sound tired
recording?
and
Are we
possessed.
on?
Yeah, we're. Yeah.
What do you
we're
mean?
on.
Yeah, dude, we're like 7 minutes in. That's what I was just trying to
Oh,
tell you. I was
sweet.
trying to
Oh,
scold
sweet.
you for being
Sweet.
late. Even though I love you.
I love you
but-
too. Sorry, man. These mornings are tough.
So what's new out
Dude,
there?
I got vaccinated.
Why, dude? Oh, J baby.
I got
Get the vaccine. Hey,
vaccinated.
dude, you get to. That's what I like to hear, bud.
You got the Sputnik one, right?
No.
No.
What'd you get?
Sinopharm.
Cena Farm?
Yeah.
I haven't even heard of that one.
I'm pretty sure it's a vaccine.
You're pretty sure it's a vaccine.
He just got snake oil put in his leg.
It's the Chinese vaccine.
Sinopharm?
Junaid, you might be the most pro-vax person I know.
Let's see. The Chinese vaccine.
Chinese vaccines.
So this is what happened.
Coronavirus China.
So this is what happened.
86%.
What's up, bud? How you feeling? up, dude?
I went there, and it's like this big COVID vaccination site, and
Okay.
I go there with like my gloves on, double mask on, face shield on, with my security guard too, because we're in the house, we gotta get vaccinated together. We go, we sign up, I flash my American passport, they're like, "Oh, you're supposed to go over there." So then I go to this other place, and then I spoke to like a team of doctors. They're like, "You can get on the wait list for Pfizer, but it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 3 weeks."
Dude, you should have gotten that Pfizer. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but I was already exposed
Dude,
when I went
look
there,
at this.
and this Chinese one is 80% effective.
It's actually 86 according to this, so it's better than the Sputnik already.
Connor's doing some research over here on his cellular phone.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
so I got on the wait list for the Pfizer anyways. And I got the Chinese one because I'm 29, so they're gonna first do like older people who are like foreign citizens, and then slowly work their way down. So I don't know when I was ever gonna get the Pfizer, so I just got what I could. I was already out there. I was already exposed.
Can't wait to get back
literally,
here. I swear.
my grandma got Sinopharm, so I'll just get the Pfizer next year.
Jesus, yeah, you should. You can pretty much right now get the Pfizer one like at Walmart at checkout.
Yeah,
you
like
know what
walk-ups.
I mean. They pretty much will be like, you're checking out when you're paying. They're like, you want your vax?
Yeah,
like, nah.
well, that's the problem is that the U.S. hit that point where it's just like, well, everyone that wanted it got it.
Dude, nobody else does anymore.
Yeah, but like, why would Pfizer sell their vaccine supply to Pakistan when so many other bigger countries are in front of it? So many more economically important companies. I mean, important countries are like more important than Pakistan for like the global economy. Why would they sell?
Yeah, I mean those.
Dude, because you're my homie. That's like the only argument I need to say.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't sell Pakistan short. You guys got Linux.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah,
are chill.
and then
that's all I'm
China
say,
and Pakistan have diplomatic relations, so they basically tested this Sinopharm and developed it in Pakistan. They developed it in the UAE and they developed it in China as well. So they like did like 3 different studies. So it's pretty. I guess it's pretty cool. Good, but it's not. The reason why it works so well in Pakistan, it's like it doesn't need like a very intense storage. Like it could survive at like room temperature. Yeah, the vaccine, because it's a non-activated vaccine, and it's not an mRNA vaccine. Oh, so they basically just have a bunch of little pieces of the virus, like a bunch of different little pieces of the virus, not like just one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel fine. I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. I don't have an affinity for. Yeah.
You could hit show like.
Hold on, Junaid. Sorry, this is like a total bad thing to be trying to do in the middle of
video down there next to the end call button.
Show to video. This one?
No. Where you go to hang up.
Go away, bitch.
Or you go to hang up on. Oh. Click right there.
Will that connect to the camera or my desktop?
Well, it should connect to the camera because I don't think you have a desktop.
Like a screen share going.
Yeah, no. It shouldn't go to the screen share.
Junaid, I might be able to give you our camera feed.
I don't know what it's going to do.
Oh, it might jam it. It might fucking jam shit up, though, dude.
Yeah, so maybe cancel that.
Is that going to just look fucking slow us down even worse?
Probably.
Never mind. I'm not going to do that. Sorry.
No, it's cool, man. It's
cool. We can probably do it post-record.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck shit up even worse. Okay.
Well, so, is your vaccine a double one or just a one?
I'm going to have to go back and get another shot.
Can you mix? I heard Canada's like gonna start letting people mix their first and second doses with
Oh,
different ones.
you can if you
Sounds
mix
pretty dank to me.
AstraZeneca and Pfizer, you get a better response, like a quicker immune response.
Dude, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get like Pfizer and that like Johnson and Johnson or for the second one. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Like,
don't do
that
the
would be
Johnson
real
and
crazy.
Johnson.
No, he's good. He's not a woman, so we won't get the blood clots.
Dude, I'm trying to get that Johnson and Johnson.
I mean, they should have been a sign when they fucked up with the no-tear shampoo.
Should have been a sign when they put like fucking rocks and baby powder or some shit that
Yeah.
really fucked with pregnant ladies or something. Lots of cancer.
Dude, like, do you
I
know?
think.
Yeah, they exactly
Lots
did
of
that.
cancer.
And I'm like, I'm never touching a Johnson and Johnson product. I would rather get a Russian vaccine than touch a Johnson and Johnson product. Because like with this whole vaccine thing,
Junaid,
you see like capitalism, pharmaceutical companies, and then there's like these country nation sponsored vaccines.
Junaid, I have a question regarding something you said earlier about not touching any Johnsons. Would you ever touch someone's Johnson?
If I had to, if they had a snake bite on their Johnson, I would.
Oh, that's a homie hookup, right?
Not a
there.
homie,
hookup.
anybody.
That's a
It could be a
ride or
homeless
die.
person. It could be Trump. It could be anyone.
You would. Oh boy.
If it was,
Above
if
all
it
else,
was, if
that's
it was
true
Trump,
empathy.
I'd like push the venom in more.
Oh, you.
But
like,
if it was
you wouldn't
blow
suck,
instead of
you
suck.
would, like, push.
Exactly. Exactly. But if it was a homeless person,
This is my first time, Mr. President.
I've never done this before. Forgive me.
no, I wasn't. I wasn't talking about the president. I was talking about Donald Trump Jr.
Junior.
Eric, huh? Just kidding.
Dude, I'd touch
One of those
touch
gangsters.
Ivanka's Johnson. Or even Melania. Oh my god.
What?
First lady. First Russian lady. Touch Melania.
Ex-first lady.
Ex-first lady.
Touch her in the Johnson.
No, man, didn't you read the QAnon trope? That's just Trump wearing a skin suit of Biden.
What?
Yeah. That was a QAnon conspiracy. This
Oh,
guy's
that
just
Melania dick picture.
no, their whole reason behind it, too, is like, look at the earlobes. In 2008, his earlobes was detached from his ear. Now they're connected to the side of it. That is a clear sign of a face mask, of a skin mask.
Jesus Christ.
There's
Saying some wild shit.
It's one of those weird things, too, where if you look it up, his earlobes actually went from detached to attached to his ear. And it makes no sense why, but it's just like, it's not a fucking skin mask.
I really wonder if you asked like a medical doctor who knew something about that,
They're
they would
probably
say
gonna-
some like very simple solution that like
Yeah.
maybe depending on if you like gain weight or something, you know.
You
what
probably
I
just
mean?
got some embarrassing earlobe reduction,
It's
cosmetic shit.
something dumb.
Pierced his ears or something, who knows?
Oh my
Dude, they're
God.
old dudes,
Connor.
man.
Guess
They're
what I
old
didn't
dudes. They could have had like a skin tag behind the ear. They could have had some sort of swollen node that got removed. Like, yeah. And have you guys seen the pictures like about all the Trumps are like standing for like a family picture, and everyone's just standing awkwardly?
Oh, none of them know how to stand. Yeah, I've seen people have like photoshopped it to look like centaurs because that's how they stand. Like they have like a fake lower torso.
Oh my God, that's fucking.
Have you never seen that photo?
Yes, I have.
Thing's great.
Kind of weirdly, like also hunched over, but
Yeah.
also like standing back, but hunched over.
It's like their ass is this counterbalance platform for them to not fall face forward.
Dudes, I gotta admit something right here to all the people. We got all this shit set up. We got Mic's all finally set up right this time. And my dumb ass forgot to hit record on the camera button. So I started it now, 20 minutes in. Maybe we'll add it, maybe we won't. We'll see what happens.
If you can see me now, it means I felt like adding it.
Clap number 2, let's go, boys.
So that works because the first clap didn't get picked up on mine.
Oh, nice. So we can use the... Oh, dude, we're good. We make a podcast, okay? Like, we
Prepared
do this.
for nothing, shooting from the hip,
We do
hitting
this.
every target, at least at one point.
We do this twice a week. We're fucking skilled, okay? Maybe if Junaid could get over here, he would help us. But that motherfucker's just sleeping all the time.
Yeah. Junaid, we never got to talk to you about the fight.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, dude.
Ooh.
I gotta tell you, dude. I was team Logan Paul to the grave, but it didn't happen.
Will you explain why? I actually want to hear this. I didn't know you were that big of a Logansky fan.
No. I don't think you heard me. I'm team Logan Paul to the grave. As in, I want him in the grave.
Oh.
I wanted him to get his
bad.
ass beat.
When you said Team Logan Paul,
No,
to the
not my
grave,
grave.
I thought you meant
His
that,
grave.
like, to the day you
Not
die.
my grave, man.
Yeah.
I thought you meant
Grave.
like to the day you die, you are a Logan Paul fan, and I was like, whoa, I had no idea
know,
that's how you started out.
So have you seen...
I've hated the Paul brothers. I mean, I'm not hated. Not like, I don't really hate anything. But I've been annoyed and detest the Paul brothers since Vine, man. Their
For a long
stupid
ass
6-second Vine videos. I was just like, what are these people? Why are they here? And then just seeing them
Did you see the running
on
theory, though,
YouTube
that
pop up,
Mayweather messed
and then the
up?
whole suicide. Sorry, what?
Oh, yeah. So there's this running theory right now that in about like the 5th or 6th round...
Hold on. Before we do this here,
Okay.
Junaid, did you actually watch much of the fight at all?
I watched memes. I saw the memes.
Okay.
I saw the memes.
So long, essentially, the summary of the fight is for the first 2 rounds, Mayweather didn't do anything. Just kind of let Logan Paul come out and just swing like crazy. Logan Paul was just... There's been some... I watched a few funny videos of him just throwing these like wild,
horribly
crazy,
unorganized.
haymakers, you know what I mean? Looking like when you're making fun of somebody for how they punch, you know what I mean? He was actually like...
He punches like a
just trying to
girl.
land those at Floyd and Floyd, oh, okay. And Floyd just has his hands up, like, simply blocking him. But, Floyd made hella money off that fight. And going the distance may have been a bigger paycheck for him. So, Connor, what you were saying earlier, I'll let you go on with this.
So there's this running theory that in like the 5th or 6th round, he accidentally got too good of a punch off on Paul and might have pseudo knocked him out for a second because he then immediately like runs in close so Paul can just like hang on to him and basically held him up for the rest of the fight. Just so that way he could get the distance payout.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So he may have...
I saw that.
There's a whole big bunch of conspiracy. Like, one of the issues that's like a fight thing is that Mayweather's shorter, so his reach is much smaller. Mm-hmm. And he was having a lot of trouble closing that distance on Logan Paul because he's kind of an old man now. And he's kind of slow, so he can't close that distance as quick. So anytime he would, Logan, my bad, would just fucking wrap him up and hold on to him. And when you got like 50 pounds on a dude, that's hard to kind of just get out of there. So that was definitely happening for a lot of the fight. But then what you said, I kind of went back and watched it, and it was kind of weird how before it was looking a lot like it was Logan squeezing, like holding on to him, and towards the end I saw one where his arms look all limp.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like Floyd's like bear hugging him, holding him up. Like, come on,
No,
dude.
yeah, it totally is suggested that he knocked him out and then realized, oh shit, if he goes down, I don't get the, 8-round payout. And then basically ran and, like, held him up for the rest of the round.
Right. I definitely think that whole I got you your hat shit was some staged. Maybe not
100%.
necessarily staged, but that was some WWE.
I bet you in, like, the back corner of those sales, Floyd's getting, like, 10% at least.
Right. Junaid, do you remember when you used to watch old, like, WWE wrestling videos and they would, like, go to the back hallway? Like, before the fight, they would pretend it's, like, in the back room and they start hitting everyone with chairs. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, dude. Everybody's done that. Everybody's done that. Everybody either has brothers or has a friend who has older brothers that makes the younger brothers and their friends wrestle and fight each other.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember it was, like, big news when they unmasked Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Dude, WWE is funny. I really wish we could actually have Alton on for this conversation because he made a comment to me about WWE that really changed my opinion on it totally together. And I was like, yo, dude, we all know it's fake and scripted. And he's like, yeah, so is every movie and TV show you watch. And I was kind of like, okay, you're right. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't, besides any pretty much sports game I watch.
That's one of those things. I bet you if they just sat down and started, like, scripting sports games, people would still watch it.
Yes. So I won't lie. After he said that to me, I sat down with him. This is back when I used to drink a bunch, and we just sat down with a bunch of beers. We started watching some, like, WrestleMania one night, and all of a sudden I took it from that different eye of, like, all right, let me watch this not like I'm watching a sports event, but let me watch this like I'm watching Rocky or
like a drama.
A drama.
Yeah. Because, like, if they start scripting sports shit, it's still going to be that, I wonder what they're going to make them do.
Right.
There's still that curiosity that people are still going to watch, and they'll probably even still bet, even though it's rigged from the start. It's just as good a bet as any.
Have you seen how hard these dudes are actually getting hit, too? You know what I mean? I know they're not getting, like, completely power slammed and all that stuff, but some of them are, like, jumping off top ropes.
Yeah.
And, like, landing on their back. Like, I can't... They gotta be at least a certain amount of toughness, certain amount of strength.
And they get stunt training,
actors.
too. So, from what I understand, like, a lot of things, like, pile drives and stuff like that, like the over...
Yes.
Stuff. I mean, all that is done in a specific way is that if you do it right, no one gets hurt.
Right. There's this one move where you get picked up upside down and the person's holding you around your waist.
Yeah, they just drop your head.
And they drop you on your head, but like
they catch you with their thighs.
Yeah, the whole thing they're supposed to do, and you spread your legs out, and there's this whole move where it holds you up and catch you with their thighs, and then your head never hits.
Yeah, like cushions you.
There's one dude, I don't remember his name, but he did get really fucked up because he didn't quite get cushioned on one of those.
Yeah, no, if you do it wrong, it's like pure neck damage.
Yeah, they got really fucked up. He can't really fight anymore. He's now like one of the people still in the fight world, top dogs.
Yeah.
Junaid, what's your wrestling record?
Junaid?
Hello. God, dude.
We'll come back to this.
Does he even pay attention? Here we are.
It disconnected.
He was hearing us and talking and knowing that we couldn't hear him.
Probably he's messaging us right now. Network problems. Fuck me. Give me a sec. Oh, come on.
Okay. Well, Is there any trash you'd like to talk on Junaid while he's not here to defend himself?
Yeah, he spelled duck instead of fuck. Fucking amateur.
He said duck me?
Yeah,
No, he got ducked because he's on a phone. He's on a phone, so he got ducked.
Him.
Do you want to know what I want to talk about that I'm mad at him for? Actually, I'm gonna wait.
Oh,
I'm gonna wait.
You want him to be present for
Yeah,
that?
I want him. I want him to hear this. I don't want to have to say it twice because the shit's annoying enough already. So
You know what? Tonight I was thinking about going and getting a wild pepper pizza. No, I'm getting Beto's.
Dog. I might be like on a month grounded right now from like. Even if I want to answer his phone calls this week, like, dude, probation time's kind of necessary.
That's like the whole concept of being suspended from school.
Detention.
For ditching.
Yes, dude. You were tardy for 7 classes this
Junaid hasn't
semester.
been showing up to the show. I guess we better stop him from coming to the show.
Better kick him
That'll
out.
show him.
We better kick him out. God, dude.
Did you ever know anyone that got suspended for ditching?
Okay, no, because my high school had this system, truthfully. My whole school did, where even middle school, they kind of ran like a high school. The teachers had to enter attendance reports within the first 10 minutes of every class starting on their computer. And if any student essentially was like present at a prior class, checked in, and then they weren't for the next one, their parents were immediately called.
No, yeah, it was the same thing.
Immediately called, and so...
Well, I guess at a private school you have more attentive parents.
And because the parents are paying a lot of money for their kids to go to this school, when they find out they're sloughing, it all of a sudden is like a gigantic deal, you know? So...
Yeah.
Not very many, truthfully, like...
That makes sense. Because in the public school, you'd be lucky to get a hold of some parents.
Oh, these parents had the like number saved, and if that number was getting called, they were watching.
And like, hypothetically, if you got a hold of some parents, one of the beautiful things about certain parents is that they're just like, "That's your problem. That was your responsibility. I dropped my kid off, and I'm gonna pick him up from that school. If he ain't there, that's your responsibility." Is how a lot of them would treat the school. There was a few like suits that went towards the school because a parent showed up and their kid like ditched halfway through the day, wasn't there for pickup, and they're like, "You lost my kid. What are you gonna do about it? You lost my kid."
God damn it, dude.
Yeah, 100% aware that their kid is probably the reason that they're ditching, but they're just like, fuck it.
I'm angry messaging just damn to Junaid.
Damn, bro, that sucks.
Dog. This one's gonna be so our social media team can clip it for the TikTok. Dog.
Could we consider the social media team like a PR team too?
I'm sure they'd be way better than us.
Yeah.
They got lots of strong suits. Yeah.
You want to make that next hurdle a challenge for them?
Yeah, I'll talk to them about that.
Okay.
Like, if we need to do apology videos, I need some script.
And now that we have a PR team, I'd like to spell a word. N. I.
G. H. T. Night.
And who is dark like the night?
Neighbors.
At night. And it's Junaid. He's back.
Oh.
We stalled for enough.
God damn it.
Maybe.
I'm back.
Maybe here.
He's back.
He's back.
Sounds a lot better.
J
I don't know
baby.
what was up with the Discord. All right. I left everybody
I'm glad
talking
to send
about wrestling.
Yeah, but we're gonna have a little chat that I was
Let's
just
move forward.
you know you know dog. Here we are. Just trying to do this podcast thing. You know what I mean?
Aren't we all?
And your ass. It's fucking. I'm just kidding. I can't even keep a face. Straight face.
You're cracking.
Dog. Remember how we fired fucking Chandler that one time?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, your ass is on the line.
Chandler. That dude.
What a dick. Let me also bring up the other second thing I was a little upset about here. Okay, so we're recording now, actually, right? We got some camera on the widescreen, simple, nothing fancy. But I took a time to make sure we had a very specific routing thing for you here. The listeners will see. We have our lovely communication from Junaid Brick here on the table. And I'm looking at the screen. What would you say that takes up about maybe 1/4% of the screen? The Junaid Brick?
I'd say the Junaid Brick is about
It's less than 1% for sure, right?
No, it's over 1%.
You think that's 1% of the total screen?
I'd say it's between 1 and 10.
Junaid, you're getting between 1 and 10% of the total screen here with the Junaid Brick.
That's pretty good for Pakistan distances, though.
God, dude.
I mean, if you think about it, we were going to have someone else on who was going to take up less than that.
Less than that, dude. He was just going to be a Mountain Dew can. But
Yeah.
you got a whole brick, dude.
So you guys,
Remember your
you
roots.
guys have given me 1% of space.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's not you.
1 to 10.
It's 1 to 10% of space of a brick.
Oh.
That represents.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Dude, that's what we're trying to fucking
Thank you
say,
so
dude.
much.
When you
It
get here-
just feels like disrespectful. That-
I mean,
that,
it's not
you know.
2/3, but it's something.
Well, I'm not here to compromise.
We ain't doing no 3/5 of nothing over here, okay, my friend?
You get a whole say, but 1 to 10% brick.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
trying
so
to
much.
figure
You
out how
thought
we're gonna
about me. I just want to come home.
Yeah, if you think
I
about
just
it.
want to come home.
Dude, I wonder if one day our editing skills will be cool enough till Janae gets here till we can somehow record him and then just edit him onto the brick. His whole face.
I can only think of pasting his face onto the brick.
That's
I don't know if
perfect.
I'd be able
Paste
to
my
edit
face.
and overlay
Dude,
it.
that'd be
Make a
wild.
little
Yeah.
brick
I
doll
could
out of
paste
me.
his face. Yeah.
We got the brick.
If we wanted to
service
do
here.
what you're talking about, he'd have to get a green screen and a
That's what I mean.
camera.
No, dude, just
record all
draw
that, and
on
then-
the brick with like a crayon. That's Junaid.
Dude, you know actually what we were talking about doing before the episode? Did you ever watch the show on Cartoon Network, Ed, and
Yeah,
Eddie?
plank. Make me plank.
Plank, dude. We were gonna do a plank face on your brick actually, and just call it a day.
Isn't brick a name for some people?
Brick is a name for the dude in Anchorman.
Yeah.
For Steve Carell's
Yeah.
character.
Who's brick?
Hey, Justin, you'll
this-
appreciate this.
Janae, go. What's up,
So you know how you know who Jordan Peterson is, right? He's like this anti-feminist kind of uses basically more logic to deal with stuff.
You just gotta clean your room, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just wake up every morning and clean your room and make your bed, then you'll get chicks, bro. Right? That's his message.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering
My
correctly.
wife agrees with Jordan Peterson.
His 12 steps. Dude, I've talked to some people recently that have agreed with Jordan Peterson, and it's been wilding me out. People that have been, like, generally not in the group of people I kind of associate with agreeing with Jordan Peterson.
But if you listen to something like his talks, they're actually, like, pretty coherent. You agree with him.
Dude, there's some of them too. I won't lie, and I'm not a huge Jordan Peterson fan, but like somebody told me, somebody showed me one, and it was just he was talking about like theories on how and why people are creative, and all he was saying was like some cool stuff. So that one I was like, oh, this is I think a pretty like on point argument. You know what I mean? I think it's one of those things that's like almost kind of the curse of almost someone like Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about earlier. You know what I mean? They're just so wrong sometimes, but then a lot of times they're kind of really right. But just those other things that have discredited them so much kind of give them that weird light. I felt that way about Jordan Peterson. But that really surprises me. Your wife's a huge fan.
Yeah, I'm not saying my wife
Does she
agrees
think
with
men need to
everything
stop
he
being
says.
bitches?
I'm not saying my wife agrees with everything he says.
Right. Oh,
but there's certain things.
She just thinks Junaid needs to clean the room.
No, there.
Do you need to make the
I'm
bed?
actually the clean one, and I'm actually the clean one. In this marriage,
You brought this one up.
I'm the clean one. Anyways, that's beside the fact. So like you can't like when you say, "Oh, I agree with Jordan Peterson," you don't agree with everything he says. He says some important things about like parenting and what feminism really is. It's not really meant to be equality at all. Like there's such thing as just as there's toxic masculinity, there's toxic femininity.
Right. Well, the other thing is, I think that's highlighted as a lot of what he talks about, but it's not the only thing he talks about. He talks also a lot about just like personal accountability and some of other topics that are pretty good. And then some of that gets peppered in there, and it seems to be the really highlighted stuff. But once I start hearing those views is where I really start to sometimes be like, what? I don't know, dude.
Yeah. So, what about it does your wife agree with? Is there a specific stance you take?
Yeah, it's like about parenting and how toxic femininity is just as bad as toxic masculinity, and like the whole idea of being feminist or a menist is just bullshit. It just pulls away from being like a true altruistic society.
Well, it's the idea of equality versus equity.
So, yeah, exactly. Like men have equity.
Well, you could argue any.
No. I meant.
I think equity.
I think I'm misunderstanding the application of the word equity here. I'm like, we live in a patriarchal society, so men have the bias, and that's something that the interviewer
privileges.
Yeah, exactly. Like religion, society. Yeah. That's something that like the interviewer told him. He's like, I'm not denying that there isn't a patriarchy and that men have have an unfair advantage, but I'm speaking about the extremes. And then he also said some stuff.
But like, why are we focusing?
He also said some stuff about like how men have a role and women have a role, and my wife agreed with that.
Oh, dude. Okay, so I had a weird substitute teacher in high school, and like, dude was like this chill black guy.
Misogynist females
came in, and like talked real smooth and calm and was like real friendly with you, and then he gets up and he starts talking about. I wasn't even really paying attention. I just almost like kind of dozed off and then came right back into it, and he was like halfway in his monologue about it. It's like, and so then God made man, and man had woman, and that's why man has to provide for woman, because woman was given to man by God. And like this whole thing about like the family dynamic has to exist, and that the man has to provide for the woman under this religious thing. This was a fucking math class.
Dude, that makes absolutely no sense
That
to me.
yeah,
Any
that
way,
makes
shape,
that
or
makes
form.
no sense either.
It's just like,
So did you ever? I told you, Connor, about that day we were working, me and you together, and you know, at a real job, not sitting in a room bullshitting.
Right.
And lady came up and I was helping her with something at the computer, and she saw you and 3 other dudes, and she was like male workers, and she was like, "Wow, there's a lot of men working here." And I was like, "Yeah, our store actually does have like for a bed, Bed Bath and Beyond. We got quite a bunch of men working here." Mm-hmm. And she just goes, "Oh." Leans in and looks around. She's an older lady, and she goes, "You guys must actually get a lot of stuff done here then." And I was like, what? Like, that's some shit I expected to come out of an old man's mouth, not like some old lady's mouth.
There's like this weird... I found out recently that there's like this trope of like women that just... They want to return to the 1950s housewife.
Yeah.
Just because it's safe and comforting to them.
I will be honest with you. I used to date a girl who that was like her dream.
Yeah.
Long term. She would admit it. She was like, "I'm not down with this whole like feminist thing. Like, I just kind of want to be a stay-at-home mom, like not have to do shit."
Yeah,
and,
they're
like,
just like, I want to clean a house
cook
and make
and have
babies.
fun. Yeah, like I was like,
It's just like...
that's like first person I ever met that was like, whoa, that's kind of...
Yeah. But you know what was also weird? This was always my running theory when we worked there, because this was before you got hired on, and we got those back to college shirts that they had us all wear, and they were all like a bunch of male cut shirts. Mm-hmm. At the time, we had predominantly female employees.
Right.
The only males working there at the time was me and 2 other dudes.
Right.
Plus the guy in the back who didn't ever have to wear any uniform stuff. And so all the female employees complained. It's just like, these aren't female cut shirts. It's like restraining on them kind of deal. And
it's up in their neck.
Yeah, and it's like, in response, the next like 6 hires were all dudes. Every single one of them. And so a part of me was just like, I wonder if the management realized their mistake, and to like justify the fact that they ordered like 90 pairs of shirts.
Nah.
We're just like, yeah, let's just hire a bunch of men so they can wear the shirts.
I don't know, man.
I literally took 6 of those shirts.
Yeah, I was handing them out like candy once I found them in the room one day.
Yeah.
That's a little wild. But like uniform policies, that shit's so old school.
Yeah.
No new company does some wild shit like that.
Yeah, well, uniform policy is usually for like A, food, and B, it's usually like something you put over an outfit.
Corporate, like super corporate shit maybe, but like damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What uniform do you wear to work, Junaid?
I wear shorts and a t-shirt. I work online.
Dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's super easy.
Setup.
It's not. I just want to go back home, and I want to work, and I want to have a job, and I want to have my career. My career.
It's not as
Just in my career.
It's not as fun as it sounds.
You're not gonna go back to the pizza place?
No, dude, I want to continue in chemistry, man. I had such a good job when I left. I was like, guys, I'll be right back. I'll reapply later. I'll come back. They're like, don't worry, man. We got you when you get back. That was 2 years ago.
Now they're gonna be like, who are you again?
Yeah, by that point, all the management swaps.
No, there was like another
Let's
merger
scare
for the
Junaid even
company,
more.
and then like the whole lab dynamic changed, and I'm pretty sure that guy is like long gone. Like my manager and his boss is like all long gone. I think they're retired now.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
I remember before I worked at Bed Bath, I applied to that cancer research center up on campus just to do like paperwork.
Right.
And I had a friend that did that work there, and he was the one that like recommended me because he's like, A, they needed someone ASAP at the time,
Right.
and B, he's like, you show up, there's like 5 folders a day, and it literally you just open it and punch into the computer, name, date, cancer, yes or no. And then
That sounds kind of grim, actually.
he said it really was. And
All the ones you check, yes. Like, is there not that part of
Yeah.
you that's kind of like,
well,
damn?
so they would get like the biopsies,
Right.
and then like the biopsy would be studied, and then basically be labeled was it cancerous or not, and then they'd have to file that.
I get
yeah.
why, but just still having to
Yeah.
go through and be like, you know, with any job, you're like noticing how days are different. Be like, damn, there was lots of yeses today.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Having to have that
He's like,
make me depressed. To be
he'd
honest,
do that, and then he'd spend like the next 6 hours either doing his homework or playing Smash Bros on the Switch in the break room because he was required to be there for 6 hours. And unless they had something else for him to do, he could just sit there and get paid. It was like being on call kind of deal. And
Yeah.
so I applied to that, and they thought I was overqualified. The HR department did. Not the manager of the department who wanted to hire me. The HR department, they basically came in and it's like, don't hire him.
yeah.
He's going to ask for too much.
I was gonna say they knew you were gonna ask for more money
Yeah.
down the line.
Yeah, I
obviously,
wouldn't
so
be
they're
able
trying
to do
hire
that
someone
for more than a
It's just
year,
like-
man.
paying cheaper.
They were
That
gonna
sounds like
pay
a real student
$15
job.
for me to do nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, I wouldn't lie. I don't know if I would want to do that.
I would go
even for that
crazy.
money.
I really would go crazy in a job like that.
Dude, I agree with you, Junaid. Like
Yeah.
dude,
I mean,
don't
it's a
know.
good student job.
I need some shit to
I have
do.
a couple friends who
Yeah, no,
who did
especially
it.
if you
Yeah.
just have homework.
But even in college,
That's all
when I
would
had
do.
that opportunity in college to work at the Huntsman Cancer, I'm like, dude, that's such a bummer, man. I have like this positivity vibe going on in
it's-
college.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
It's
there.
such a bummer.
My friend that worked there, he got a concussion once and still went into work, and it's like, you gotta call him up and tell him to like reassess everything you checked off on that day.
God, dude.
There's no good reason you should have been putting down if someone had cancer or not with a concussion.
Jesus,
And
dude.
he's like, oh shit, you're right.
Bro, that's just wild to me. I'm getting older and I'm getting to this weird point of like I want to just like have a job I kind of just enjoy and get to walk away from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that sounds like some shit that would fuck with my head and then be too bored.
Yeah.
I need to be moving.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it was a mainly just supposed to be a student job. I mean, that's what Bed Bath was supposed to be. A part-time
Yeah.
job for
A little student one, yeah,
while
for
I'm
sure.
in school. Yeah.
Dude,
sure.
I would just
I mean, you
start
don't-
stalking the people who would be like, "Oh, this person has this sort of
You
illness,"
would,
and you'd
Jade.
be like, "Oh my God, how will their life be affected?" Do a quick Google search.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, that was the thing too. I mean, they came from all over the country,
Internationally,
too. Like,
actually,
the
and because
biopsies.
like
Mary has
I would
thyroid
imagine
cancer.
like they
I wonder
they need
how
people like
she's gonna
that.
do.
because there's so many patients.
Yeah.
Let's look her up on Facebook and see if she's overweight and how old she is. Will she survive this colon cancer or not? Find out next Tuesday.
I remember him telling me too, like they had, because they were all considered interns, the people that did that, and they had to like keep enforcing these new policies of what the interns couldn't do. Like interns were no longer allowed to go to the storage rooms Because if they went alone, they just smoked in the storage rooms the whole time. And if they went with someone else, they ended up fucking in the storage rooms.
Jesus.
They had so much intern fucking in the storage rooms is that they just barred them from the storage rooms.
Sounds like a pretty lit storage room, though. Let's be honest, dude. They just, everyone's fucking and smoking, you know what I mean? Like, that's...
And be like, oh, we need to go to the storage room and get more paper clips. Me and Jenny will go, and then they're, like, gone for 2 hours, and they come back, and it's like, oh, we couldn't find the paper clips.
Holy fuck. Yeah, we looked all over, high and low.
Yeah.
We couldn't find paper clips, but I found Jenny's box.
Clips. We don't use paper clips.
A box of clips. I mean, clips. I mean...
Yeah, dude, I would imagine that would be a bad image for the Institute.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, looks like HR should have hired more qualified people.
HR should have hired me. I already had a girlfriend, so I wasn't gonna fuck people in their storage room.
That's like you're saving. Like you go into the interview, they're like, "Are you single?" And they're like, "Yeah." You're like, "You trying to fuck?" You're like, "Yeah." They're like, "Get out." They're trying to find their incel kings.
I was so angry. I even sent HR an email. It's just like, I honestly, 15 is like too high personally for me to do what you're asking. I don't even really want that much money. Like, please just let me work here. I don't want to work anywhere else. It was so convenient too, because it was like 5-minute walk from the dorms too.
Jesus.
I just wanted that job so bad. And that was because I didn't get that. My girlfriend made me come down to Sugar House and start applying to shit.
Fucking girlfriends, dude.
Yeah.
Oi, oi, oi. Hey, speaking of...
Dude, are you talking shit on Chandler's
today,
girlfriend?
Actually. Yeah. Charles's girlfriend. No, she's cool. She's cool. No, I'm kidding. No, my wife told me this story today that fucking cracked me the hell up on the surface until she gave me more of an explanation. So essentially, she was walking home from tracks today, and unsolicited, some stranger passing by her just looks at her and goes, "You know, a smile could go a long way."
Oh, God.
And she just apparently looked at him dead in the face and just said, "Fuck you," and flipped him off, like, right in his face as he walked off.
That's what you're
and
supposed
just,
to do
like,
in that, yeah.
held him the bird. At first, I was like, that's a kind of wild response. Then she went on to say that, like, as he walked up, he, like, gave her a dirty look and, like, up and downed her.
Yeah.
And then said it with this attitude of, like, "Yo, my life's shit, and you could have smiled at me to make my day better, and you didn't. So, like, fuck you, bitch." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She told me that. I was like, what the fucking wild audacity are people having to just say some random shit like that out on the
perverse
street?
Shit. You ever heard of a band called Romeo Void?
No.
They're like this old 80s band, and they did phenomenal until they started releasing music videos, and people saw that, like, their lead singer was this, like, fat Indian woman. And they're just like, oh, we don't want to support this anymore.
No.
Yeah, but pretty feminist message in a lot of their music. All their songs are honestly bops. But, like, a lot of their songs were under the guidance of, like, those kind of expressions of, like, I'd probably like you better if we slept together. Things like that.
All right.
Yeah, why don't you smile for me? Things like, one of them had to do with, like, basically just men hitting on women unsolicited in the streets was, like, a lot of their topics. And just women forced into these scenarios.
Dude, I've never met a woman, truthfully, in my life that does not have, like, a story from that week, essentially, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or getting just, like, catcalled by somebody.
Dude, I'll
Junaid
say it.
probably does too.
I'll come out and
With those
say it,
type
man. I'm
ones.
afraid of women. They could either ruin my day,
Which ones?
or they could make my day, and that's too much power for them.
I lost some good friends to crazy women, so I get that.
Like,
Everyone does. You always will.
if my wife is
A lot of
mad
people
at
can
me,
lost a lot
if
of
my
their
wife is
fucking
mad at me, I
lives.
can't think about anything else than like, oh shit, my wife's mad at me. If she's happy with me, I'll be like, oh okay, everything's good, and then I go easy, and then it ends up she's mad at me for something
What
else.
is simp? What is simp for your own wife, dude? God damn.
Respecting your wife, kind of cringe, bro.
Yeah, bro. Giving your wife lady respect, that's not pretty manly, bro. That's pretty beta cuck.
Yeah, dude, I'm a total beta cuck.
It's all
I'm
that
a beta
Jordan
cuck for my
Peterson.
wife.
Yeah, dude. It's all that, like Connor just said, it's all that Jordan Peterson out here talking to you, convincing you to respect women.
Okay, my wife doesn't agree with everything Jordan Peterson says, but there are a few parenting topics
What?
that she agrees with.
If you make your kid clean his room, he will get laid.
Once your kid wakes up every morning, make them make you their bed. That way you don't have to do it. Bam, dog, fucking parenting solved. If you got anxiety, just try like not having anxiety, dude.
You know, any kid that actually gets laid is not going to respect anything Jordan Peterson has to say.
Captain Neckbeard.
It's one of the things. It's like he could be right about that, and anyone who benefits off it will immediately turn around and be like, "This guy's a fucking loser."
He's a loon. I don't know. It's just I mean, everyone has some takes that I listen to and are pretty fine, but then some other ones that I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
The frogs are gay, huh? Yeah, okay, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Junaid, it sounds like you simp out pretty hard for your wife. I hate to say that. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty wimpy of you, and we might have to leave this show, letting everyone know about that. You're late. You're late today because you were respecting your wife or something like that. I bet.
I do respect my wife most of the
Taking
time.
care of his kid.
Taking care of your baby, some bullshit, something dumb like that.
Parental responsibilities. Woo-woo.
We'll talk attendance at the 90-day reviews. That's okay. But
Hey Justin, you want to know how hot it is here?
we have hit our.
It's 107, but it feels like 120. So in reality, it's 120.
So
Sounds like some bullshit. Yeah, we're chilling. Today was kind of chilly. It was a little cloudy.
yeah, we got that wind chill.
We got wind chill. I sat in my car on my lunch break and it wasn't even that hot. Bro, it was dope. I hate to say too. I'm gonna sign you.
I actually know about the wind chill.
Disrespectfully.
I'm here and I miss Utah so much. I look at the KSL like weather video for the week while I'm here, and I'm like, oh man, I just imagine like walking, hiking, we're going through downtown in this weather, just imagining it that I'm there, and then over here I'm just getting roasted.
Junaid,
Yeah.
you can go eat a dick right now, is all I have to say. Last fucking episode, we had to end. And I almost had to fucking like kick your ass off this shit because you were talking some shit on Utah. And here you are, right when we're at our hour end, we're trying to send off, and you're over there talking about how now you're all like fucking geeking out on Utah. And I'm not fucking happy about that, all right? So you need to pick a side. Is this some bullshit, or is this some shit you're excited to come back
I don't have
for?
to pick a
You
side.
get one answer. You get one.
I don't have to pick a side.
You get one. You get one word answer, and then I'm hanging up this podcast right now. Go.
Yes.
Okay. Bye, guys.